You walk into a dark parking lot. Your keys are already between your fingers. Your eyes scan the shadows before you've even decided to look. Your heart rate ticks up slightly for no reason you could explain out loud. Nothing is there. But your body already reacted like something was. That reaction is not new. It is not modern. It is ancient. And it is running right now, underneath every ordinary moment of your day, whether you notice it or not. Your brain still thinks you're being hunted. For most of human history, that fear kept you alive. Today, it just makes you anxious in elevators. Something got lost in translation between then and now. Or maybe nothing got lost at all. Maybe it's working exactly as designed. So what is it actually doing down there, and why won't it stop? To understand this, you have to go back. Not centuries, not even thousands of years. You have to go back roughly 2 million years to a landscape that had almost nothing in common with the one you live in now. Open grassland, tall grass swaying at exactly the height where a predator could disappear. Big cats with teeth built for exactly your size of body. No walls, no locks, no streetlights, just you, a handful of relatives, and a horizon that could be hiding almost anything. In that world, the humans who survived were not the bravest ones. They were not the calmest ones either. They were the ones who flinched first. The ones whose bodies reacted to a rustle in the grass before their conscious mind had even finished the thought, "Is that dangerous?" This is where your amygdala comes in. It's a small, almond-shaped cluster of neurons buried deep in your brain, and its entire job is threat detection. Not thinking about threats. Detecting them. Instantly. Before language, before logic, before you've even fully opened your eyes some mornings. Neuroscientist Joseph Ledoux spent decades studying exactly this system. His research showed something that still surprises people. Fear signals can reach your amygdala through a shortcut, bypassing your rational cortex almost entirely. Your body can start reacting to danger before your thinking brain even knows what happened. Feel that. Your body can beat your mind to the punch. On purpose. By design. Why would evolution build something so seemingly reckless? Wouldn't it be safer to think things through first? Not if thinking takes half a second too long. Not on the savanna. Half a second was often the exact difference between an ancestor who passed on their genes and one who didn't. Evolution doesn't reward the most accurate response. It rewards the fastest one that works often enough. So your amygdala became a smoke detector, not a fire investigator. It doesn't wait to confirm there's an actual fire. It goes off at the first hint of smoke every single time, because the cost of a false alarm is nothing compared to the cost of missing a real fire even once. This is the same reason you jump at a spider-shaped shadow that turns out to be a sock. Your brain isn't being dumb. It's being efficient according to rules written millions of years before socks existed. Here's where it gets stranger. That ancient alarm system hasn't updated its threat list. It still runs the same core software it ran on the savanna, just pointed at a completely different world. Psychologist Martin Seligman described this with something he called preparedness theory. Certain fears, he argued, are not learned the way you learn algebra or a phone number. They're pre-wired. Humans across cultures develop fears of snakes, spiders, heights, and social rejection far more easily and far more strongly than they develop fear of, say, electrical outlets or speeding cars. Even though modern statistics say the outlets and the cars are far more likely to actually hurt you. Your ancestors who feared snakes lived long enough to have children. Your ancestors who feared spreadsheets did not exist yet, because spreadsheets did not exist yet. So that fear was never built in. It had no reason to be. This is why you can stare at a highway on-ramp, one of the most statistically dangerous places in your daily life, without a flicker of dread. But a spider crossing the floor of your bedroom, harmless, tiny, utterly incapable of hurting you, can make your whole body go rigid. Your fear system isn't measuring actual risk. It's replaying a script from an environment that no longer exists. And it's not only about physical predators anymore. Somewhere along the way, this threat detection system got recruited for something else entirely: your social world. Anthropologist Robin Dunbar has spent his career studying what he calls the social brain, the idea that much of human brain size and complexity evolved specifically to manage group living. For early humans, being cast out of the group wasn't a hurt feeling. It was often a death sentence. No group meant no protection, no shared food, no one to watch your back while you slept. So your brain learned to treat social rejection like physical danger. The same amygdala that once fired at the sight of a lion now fires when you're left on red. When your idea gets criticized in a meeting. When you scroll past a photo you weren't invited to. Feel the heat rise in your chest the next time someone disagrees with you online. That heat is not really about the argument. It's a 2 million-year-old alarm, going off in a body that has never once been abandoned on a savanna, but still reacts as if it might be. Here is the twist most people never expect. This constant background hum of threat detection was never meant to be constant. On the savanna, danger came in bursts. A predator appeared. Your body surged with alertness. The danger passed or didn't. And then, crucially, your system reset. Calm returned. The alarm switched off. Modern life removed the reset button. Notifications arrive every few minutes. News cycles manufacture urgency around the clock. Social feeds serve an endless, algorithmically optimized stream of things to be alarmed about. Your amygdala doesn't know the difference between a genuine threat and a headline engineered to make you feel one. It just keeps firing. And firing. Without the calm stretches in between that it evolved to expect. This is a mismatch neuroscientists sometimes call an evolutionary mismatch. The system itself isn't broken. The environment around it changed faster than the system could. So what do you do with a smoke detector that never stops going off? In a house that was never actually built to catch fire? You don't rip it out. You can't. It's wired into you too deep for that, and honestly, you wouldn't want to. That same system still protects you in the moments that genuinely matter. The car swerving into your lane. The stranger who feels wrong before you can say why. But you can start noticing the difference between a real fire and a sock in the dark. You can learn to feel the jolt of alarm and ask, calmly, is this an actual predator, or is this just a rustle in the grass? Most of the time, on any given ordinary day, it's the grass. Think back to that parking lot. Keys between your fingers. Eyes scanning shadows that hold nothing at all. That reaction wasn't a flaw in you. It was a message sent across 2 million years from every ancestor who survived long enough to eventually become you. Your brain still thinks you're being hunted. Most days, nothing is hunting you at all. But somewhere inside you, an ancient watchman is still standing at his post, still scanning the grass, still convinced that if he stops watching, even for a moment, something might finally catch you.